talk shows, friends, myself all the time, and lots of spirit people.
What are some of the most astounding reversals from these people that you've heard? Some that really stick out.
When I first heard that on the wedding of Charles and Camilla, when the Reptilian said, "Yeah, I'm a wolf peg, but who's going to believe this?"
Yeah, I'm a wolf peg, but who's going to believe this?
Such a bizarre story. I have lots of them. I have reversals from Pleiadians who used my voice to communicate with me. Lots of reversals referring to the One or God, and how things are going to be so much better in the right after we get through this, what's coming up.
And what percentage do you get for getting good reversals?
I think for top quality, about 5%. But I can hear, on a good recording, on a good audio, I can probably pick up 40% in reverse. But that's because I have listened so much and my ears are really clued in. And once you get into the flow of it, it's almost like listening to a story. It may be slurred, maybe some bad grammar, but you're getting it. If you just sit down with somebody else in the room and you play a reversal, if they're not used to hearing it or it's out of context, they're going to have a much harder time understanding what's being said.
Now, a lot of UFO contactees have received information through automatic writing. How is automatic writing different than reverse speech?
Automatic writing goes through the mind, the conscious mind. Whether you try, even if you're trying to put it consciously aside, it's still the conscious mind. And it can be. I would have to reverse somebody talking about their automatic writing, but I can tell you that I have never reversed anybody channeling that it wasn't manipulated. So if you're coming through the conscious mind, which is what mostly we do, there's a good chance of manipulation.
So when we had Daryl Anka on the show, we were talking to Lizzie.
Probably. I think I reversed him. It seems to me.
You said RS is telepathic and it's the ultimate truth serum. Why do you say that?
It's connected to the universal mind. You cannot lie. You can't manipulate. You can't give yourself reversals. It's impossible. You get what you get. And it will always tell you if you're lying. It will reveal the truth. Even if you don't know you're lying. Even if you think you're telling the truth. It'll tell you if it's not correct, if you're incorrect.
How do you think that happens, that the mind is able to transmit this information onto an electronic media?
Well, I think it's new. I think it hasn't had a chance to be corrupted as much by the reptilians. Reptilians know our minds inside out and backwards, way more than we do. They're dreamscapers. They channel. They do, give us all kinds of visions. They dress up as angels, whatever. But this is new, and I don't think they saw the impact. They didn't see it coming, and given enough time, I guarantee you they'd corrupt it. They would find a way. But right now, there's times when it can be manipulated, but it's few and far between. And if people here and there and there and there and all are actually working with this, they're going to have a hard time with this because it's a new thing. They've had thousands of years to play with our minds.
You've talked about using reverse speech to get to the truth in your mind and also correct your mistakes.
Yes. If I have a question or if I'm wondering if I'm right about something, I will speak about it into a recorder. 3 sentences is my rule. Give it enough words to be able to get reversals. And then I will listen really carefully. I might not get something that's clear to somebody else, but invariably I can hear. And if I've been mistaken, like when I said, oh, well, I can't be raped because I'm protected and blah, 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 and I said, no, that's not true. You've been raped. So, I mean, sometimes you get more than you want to hear, but you will tell yourself the truth.
You said RS part of the mind is brilliant, but that our beliefs can color reverse speech.
Yes. It can color what you hear.
Can color what you hear. Can you tell me what you mean by that?
Well, I think if you are very, very religious and you think you're hearing something that that will go along with that. Let's say you have a strong belief in Christianity, I think you will hear, because it's there's a lot of reverse speaking that is, you know, one person may hear this, another person may hear that, and I think that I know that some people will hear things that will go along with their belief system because they really want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want to believe.
Do you think that's the case with yourself at all?
I don't think so because, and I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I had everything pulled out from under me with the EVP stuff. Really before I was doing a lot of reversing. And when I talked to and found out what it was like on the, I mean, I lost all my beliefs. I mean, I lost my faith. Not my faith in the one. That is always true. I think that what I've been listening to has been pretty honest, because I don't have a strong religious belief system. I lost my, I knew that, I found out the near-death experience was not what it was meant to be. Crop circles are all manipulated. I mean, all these things that I really thought were true, and I found out were not true. So I have a clear reversal that where I say I stand naked before God. It's like everything's been pulled away from me. I don't have any. So I think what I hear, as much as possible, is true.
Because you've shed all those other belief systems, and you're just trusting in yourself now and the reversals that you hear from yourself.
I think so. It's like, you know, I'm human. I could be making mistakes, but...
Well, reptilians, you say, are furious. Reverse speech is revealing so much. What gives you that impression?
They detest what I'm hearing and what I'm talking about. This is not what they want people to know. And I've had people say to me, how do you know it's not all manipulated by reptilians and that what you're getting is total manipulation? No, that's not true. I don't accept that. They want us to believe in religions and belief systems. They don't want us to know that we are being eaten on the other side. That was the biggest secret. That was the one thing that you don't hear about, because they want us to be in the game. If we for one moment stop fighting each other and look to see who's pulling the strings, they would be out of here. We would join forces. There would be no more war. There would be no more manipulation. They want war. They want manipulation. They want us fighting and arguing between ourselves. They don't want us to know that when you die, there's a very good chance that you will be eaten.
Now, you've also said that the reptilians are starting to have the capabilities of changing files in your computer.
They have done that, but it's crude. They usually, you know, say sexual things or threaten me. It doesn't happen very often with big voices. They can change EVP very easily, though.
Now, you're the first person that I know of to reverse EVP. Are there others before you that have done that?
I'd heard of others reversing, but obviously people are very fixated on wanting to speak to loved ones, and if they that's why I left AAEVP, American Association of Electronic Voice Phenomena, because people were sending files out of their deceased children, and all you have to do is reverse it, and oh my God, this was not their child. But they want to believe that. The people, Tom and Lisa Butler, are terrific people, but they have a lot invested in this. They were advisors on the movie White Noise. They've got books out. If they start reversing, they're listening to reptilians, I'm telling you, because I've been reversing their files. But people get invested in these things. They have too much to lose to hear the truth.
Now, when you began reversing speech, reversing EVP, the first recordings I think that you said you went back to listen to were Francis's recordings. And what prompted you to finally go back and listen to Francis in reverse?
Because I finally figured out that everything was a lie. I mean, most everything.